Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. And it's a beautiful, sunny Thanksgiving Day in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's wonderful wherever you are in the world. And today I'm going to continue with online dating. I'm going to give you a little update. I told you about the girl yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Man, this girl was fine. She was from Cali, Colombia. In her photos, on her profile, she was fine. And as I've told you guys, it's always, excuse me, it's always vitally important to get pictures of them, photos of them, or get them on video in real time. Because many, many, many times, the profile photos do not portray the reality of what they look like. So, I made an appointment to talk to this girl on video. She was very compliant with that, which is good. That's always a good sign. Some girls are not very compliant with that. They want to send you photos or little short 2-second videos of them doing something stupid, or you understand if you've done any online dating before. Okay, so we set up a time. Didn't work the first time, and then we set up another time for last night. I called at the time I said I was going to, punctual, and she was in a car, dressed really nice, but she didn't look as captivating in real life as she did on her photo. She was beautiful, but just, I don't know if it was her voice. Well, actually, I had to back up a little bit here because I tried to call her and the sound was screwed up. She couldn't hear me, I couldn't hear her. Although I had my doubts because she was in a car in the passenger seat. So who was she with? Was she with a man? She sure was really dressed up. Maybe not, but you always have to wonder who's driving the car. And she couldn't talk. So we tried back and forth, I think 3 times total. I called her, didn't go through, or she answered, but we couldn't hear. So I hung up, well, she called me back, and that didn't work, and I called her back, and I said, hey, that didn't work either. I could partly hear the sound, and it would stop. So I'm always a little suspicious about that, because it's possible she was in the car with someone that she didn't want to know she was talking to me. Now, you may think that's a little skeptical, but it's always good to keep these possibilities in mind. Now, I didn't act on that, of course. So when we couldn't communicate with the video call, I said, just send me a video, tell me where you are, what you're doing. So she did. She sent me a short video and told me what her name was. Or no, she didn't tell me her name. She sent that to me later. She told me she was out with a friend and they were doing something, I'm not sure. And she says, what about you? So when I got the video, though, it looked like she had had some plastic surgery on her nose. I'm almost certain of it, and she's really young, which I don't particularly like, if I can tell. I can almost always tell if somebody's had a nose job. Not always, but there's a lot of them in Colombia. That's just the big thing. Get a nose job, a boob job, and maybe a butt job. I'm not into any of that, really. I don't like tattoos. I don't like, if that's your thing, that's cool. It's just not my thing. So I didn't really like that. And her voice and the way she spoke portrayed to me a personality that maybe I wouldn't like, but I wasn't sure. So I sent her a video back and told her what I was doing and that we could try again on another video call in person later. And I think I asked her a question too. So she opened it up, but she never answered the question. So today I thought, well, maybe I'm being a little bit skeptical. So I went ahead and sent her a message back and I said, hey, it's Thanksgiving today. It's a holiday here. I have some free time if you'd like to do video call. Or I said we could do a video call. She opened the message. I didn't hear anything back from her. So I don't think that's going to play out to anything. But the point I'm making in all this is this. You meet a girl. You don't meet a girl. Okay, you see a girl or you talk to her online. All you have is her profile photos. Okay, she's beautiful. Well, you have to keep in mind that these are just photos. And whatever she writes down on there as pertaining to her personality can be true or not true. Or maybe it's just the way she sees herself. But that is not necessarily the way you are going to perceive her or see her. So that's why it's so vitally important to do a video call with her. Now, let's back it up and say, let's say she did the video call and it come through and we talked just a few minutes. I was only going to talk 5 or 10 minutes to see if I liked her personality. Then that would have told me whether or not, because I want to go somewhere. I have not traveled for quite some time. I was going to go to Mexico, Cancun, fly her up there to meet me. We spend the weekend together, whatever. Or go. I didn't really want to go to her city because I've been there a couple times. I want to go somewhere where I want to go and bring someone along. And Cancun's a quick flight. I can actually get a direct flight there from here, or at the very least one connection. So I was really thinking about doing that like the second or third week, or first or second week in December. So she was a likely candidate, but I don't think that's going to work out. She just doesn't look quite as beautiful, or for me, not nearly as beautiful as she did on her profile photos. I mean, her photos captivated me, just the way she looked. But the angle and lighting, and if they use filters, and I look at a lot of beautiful girls, because if you get online, there are literally millions of beautiful girls in the world. Beautiful, young, in shape women who actually put makeup on, who wear nice clothes. They don't just throw on a pair of sweats and some old t-shirt with some writing on it and pull their hair back. I mean, yeah, out there in the world, if you want to fish in a different lake besides the USA, there are women in the USA that dress like that. But the majority, at least where I live here in the Midwest and most of the US, they say Miami and like LA, they're more body conscious or more aware, or more, how do I say, they have more self-respect on how they present themselves to the world. But where I'm at, totally different ballgame. So if you get out there in the world, if you want to fish in a bigger pond, you'll find millions of beautiful younger women who just want to be with someone who can, do something for them besides take them into the bedroom and sleep with them. Now, of course, I like that too. I am a man, but that's not the most important thing. When I was in my 20s, yeah. But when you get older, you kind of want something. If I'm going to spend the weekend with someone, I want to make sure we can have a good time, not just in the bedroom. I may decide not to sleep with him. Probably not. I probably will. But if I want something like that, just to get laid, I'll go down here to St. Louis and buy a prostitute. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a prostitute, and these girls are not prostitutes. Okay, they just want to go out and have a good time. As I've said before, girls just want to have fun, all right? But it doesn't matter. I can go to their city, get a hotel room for the weekend. They'll come spend the weekend with me. Do I have to pay them? No, I don't have to give them anything. So get that out of your head. A lot of people think, well, they just go with you because you got money. That's not it. That is not going to get you what you desire. As I said, if you just want to get laid, then that'll get you what you want. But if you want some kind of connection, you want to have a wonderful few days with someone, or a good weekend with someone, or some kind of a ongoing relationship, whether it's a mistress, a lover, or a girlfriend, you have got to have more than money. Money is a part of it. You got to be able to take your girl out. Every woman is looking for someone who can take care of them. Now, there may be a woman that makes a lot of money, okay? But she still wants a man that she believes, if she needed it, he could take care of her and support her lifestyle, whatever her lifestyle is. So for you guys out there that think, well, she just wants his money, you're right to a certain degree. There are women who just want your money. But more often than not, a woman doesn't just want your money. She wants the kind of man that it takes to make that kind of money, the kind of character that he has within himself, the inner strength. And if you don't have that, sure, your money will get you laid, but it's going to be superficial and hollow, and she is not going to have any desire to be with you. She may sleep with you, give you, what is it called? Conditional sex? No, what's the word? Transactional sex. And if you want that and that's your thing, go for it. I do not like transactional sex. I had some of that with some of my ex-wives. That's why I left them, okay? It's just no fun. All right, so I'm going to go. We got to cook the big Thanksgiving dinner today for my family. Got the turkey down the sink. Like and subscribe. And if you would like to get my help personally, you can go to my website at marksinspiration.com. Reach out there. I will reach back, and we will get something going for you. Have a great day, and happy Thanksgiving.